Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Advice with Mike, where I'm truthfully toxic. I'm your host, comedian Mike Murphy. This is the show where you guys send in your wildest, messiest, most toxic and out of pocket predicaments, and I attempt to give my honest and unbiased feedback. Now, listen, I'm a comedian, not a therapist, so I doubt that I can fix your life, but I can call like I see it and provide the funny along the way. So, without further ado, let's get into the first letter. The title of this first letter says, "Does he really love me, or am I just his side chick?" Mike, so I've been messing with this man who's kind of famous, an R&B singer. He makes those beautiful love songs to make you feel like you're the only woman in the world. He done serenaded the draws off with the vocals. Yeah, I'm here for it. But behind the scenes, he's short on patience, short on kindness, and I'm starting to think short on money too. Fake it till you make it, huh? So one night while we're getting into it during foreplay, his phone rings and he answers. That's nasty work. As clear as day, I hear a woman yelling, "You ain't shit and come bring me my keys." You dating Jody from Baby Boy? I stop mid-action and ask him, "Who is that?" His response, "Don't ask me what you don't really want to know. Time out, technical foul. That's insane." I pressed him about it and he goes, "That's your replacement if you keep showing out." She must be dating one of them dudes from a Medea movie. Mike, I left college for this man. Why? And I also left a good man for this man. Not the sharpest knife in the drawer, I see, but continue. Not because he's famous, but I liked him for real. Like this video if you think she's full of shit. But all he ever does is order food to the house and keep me tucked away. No trips, no events, no red carpets, just vibes and Uber Eats. Sneaky link, huh? After that phone call, I turned away and cried into the pillow. And this man had the nerve to finish on my back and tell me that I'm not needed. Nah, that's the square root of nasty. Antonio Brown vibes. And he sent me home in an Uber. I hope it was at least an Uber Black. It's been 3 weeks and I haven't heard a word. I don't want to lose him, especially to that other woman. Sounds like you already did, but I also feel like I already did. She read my mind. Mike, what should I do? First of all, I hate to say it, but you're getting exactly what you deserve. You had a good man, you were in college, and you left him for the Zeus Network homie. You know what I'm saying? He kind of famous, but you don't think he got bread. Then he answers the phone while y'all in the middle with a deed. So the shot between your legs really might not even be that fire, or he just has absolutely no respect for you. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I could have a wife at home and I could be with the little side chick and we're doing something and I see my wife calling. I'm telling you right now, the fear in my heart won't let me answer that call. I'm gonna tell her I was taking a nap. So the fact that he picks up means he don't respect you, and he already probably know that it's already over with her. So you talking about some, I don't want to lose him to the other woman, but it feel like I already did. You can't lose something that you ain't never have to begin with. He comes to your cribs, gets on the app, gets the food delivered, y'all chow down, then it's a trip to Pound Town for you, Netflix and chill, if that. Then he goes about his business. You ain't been to no BET Awards. You ain't been to the 2B TV Awards. You ain't been nothing. No red carpet, no dates, no nothing. You're the sneaky link. You're not even a side chick. You're the sneaky link. If the side chick is like the, you know, D D1 football, you're like a JUCO, junior college. That's nasty. Why would you leave college for him? And what did you tell your man that you broke up with why you were breaking up with him? I'm gonna tell you right now, I hope you don't end up with either of them. Go back and enroll in college, finish getting your degree. I hope your degree is in common sense because you lack it. That's what you need. You need a wake up call. Go back to school, get re enrolled, figure that out, get your financial aid, your FAFSA forms filled out, whatever that is. Get back in there. Don't even go back to the dude you left. You don't deserve him. You don't. Fix yourself, work on yourself, avoid trying to get the celebrity, that star-studded life. Get you another man who cares about you, respects you, takes you out on dates, who wants to wine and dine and court you around town, show you off to his friends, bring you to the family picnic. So Uncle say, "Oh, that's you, nephew? Okay, nephew." Get one of them. Because the R&B singer, nah, you ain't never gonna be first in his life. And based on the decisions you make and the way he was treating you, I don't think you're really wifey material for someone like that. You might have thought you was settling with old boy that you broke up with, but that's the person you probably deserved. The sneaky link dude, he was treating you exactly how you should be treated. Because anybody who does what you did deserves that. Now, are you a bad person? Nah. You just made a poor choice. You might be getting caught up on the Instagram likes and the reality. You be seeing Ari's page and you think your man should be buying you a Lambo truck. And you seeing Young Miami getting the good treatment from Diddy, unlike Daphne and them. You know what I'm saying? You thinking that's the life you're gonna get. You trying to be on a yacht, getting 1942 poured down your throat by a baller. Nah. Go back to school, find you a little hometown hero, local legend that's gonna love you, settle down, have some some youth, nice little wedding, and enjoy your life. Because you bugged out on this one. Don't write me a follow-up letter. Just focus on yourself, maybe a little therapy, and work on that. I wish you the best. I hope everything turns out the way that you desired it, and I hope you can find some inner happiness, that you can be happy with the outcome and you don't feel like you're settling because you got the regular Joe. You know what I'm saying? I hope everything works out. Blessings to you. That's my advice. The title of this next letter says, "This SoundCloud rapper ruined my life." Mike, please don't post my name if you read this. Nah, Ma, you in good hands. I got you. But I came home from work to find my whole house empty. I hope she had insurance. TV's gone, laptop's gone, my son's PS5, even the damn doorbell camera all gone. I felt so victimized. My boyfriend was at the studio during the break-in. Let me hear that struggle 16 he was writing. So we assumed it had to be someone nearby watching the house. Stakeout vibes. He even posted on Facebook outraged, like, this is why I don't trust nobody, and if I find out who did this, trust me, it's up. Subscribe to the channel if you think he's full of shit. My son's dad offered to replace the PlayStation, and everybody was coming together in my time of need. It felt good to have that kind of support. But when the cops came and started making observations, one officer said, a burglar wouldn't take this much care removing the TVs. They just rip them off the wall. This one took his time. He knew he wouldn't be interrupted. CSI Atlanta. Then he looks dead at my boyfriend and goes, he probably lives here. Oh, time out. Technical foul. Management pulled the security footage, and Mike, it was him, my boyfriend, calm as hell, removing TVs, rapping chords, walking out like he worked for Geek Squad. Was he at the studio or was he at Best Buy? Turns out he pawned everything to pay for studio time because, get this, he just knows his next song is gonna hit 1,000,000 streams. Yeah, I wouldn't count on it. Mike, I listened to the track, and that song was grade A garbage. I bet that gave you the ick, didn't it? He swears he'll pay everything back, plus interest, once the streams start rolling in. What streams? But right now, I'm sitting in an empty apartment, and my son's driving me crazy without his game. Should I press charges? Snitches get stitches, love. Don't do it. I don't believe in snitching, but his rap career might need to be stopped for the good of the culture. Nah, you should definitely snitch. I take that back. Any advice will help. Shorty, don't go to the authorities, but he gotta go. That's crackhead behavior. That's not starving artist, struggling rapper on the grind, on the come up. You know what I'm saying? No sleep, sleep when I die. That's not that. That's crackhead behavior. He told you he was at the stew dropping a struggle 16. Meanwhile, he got the tool belt out, carefully dismounting the TVs off the wall, taking them down to Earl's Pond to get more studio time to come up with another struggle mixtape. Nah, he gotta go. That's my advice, clear and cut. Kick homie out, don't press charges. You know what I'm saying? Kick him out, do a couple extra shifts at work, bust out the OT. If Trump's big bill, beautiful bill gets passed, maybe they won't tax you overtime. You'll get to pocket all that bread. Then you go down to the Best Buy, get you a new TV. Your son gonna get the PS5 from his dad. You know what I'm saying? Have some other people maybe pitching, yo, let me hold 200, I'll get you back. Get all that back. It don't really seem like it was laptop, TV, ring camera. You probably could get back in the game about 1,500. 2 bands, you know what I'm saying? Get you a MacBook off offer up. You know what I'm saying? Somebody probably got one in pristine condition. They probably leveled up to the little silicone, you know, chip now. They got the old joint. You grab that off them, Ring camera 2 off the offer up, get that back in place. Get Best Buy get a card, apply for the Best Buy credit card, swipe that joint, get you a Samsung 75-inch, get it mounted, use thumbtack. Don't call homie, because he ain't gonna know you got a new TV. He gonna be trying to break back in, steal that joint too. But now he gotta go. That's my advice to you. Kick him out, slowly rebuild, get your electronics back, make better decisions in the future. Because remember, stay alert, stay alive. That's my advice to you. Good luck with everything. I hope it works out. The title of this next letter says, I might have fumbled the only good man I ever had. Mike, please help me out. So I have a son, and for the last couple of years, I've been co-parenting with his dad, Marcus. He's not my boyfriend, but he's been consistently there for me. Fathers are important. He bought me a Jeep. It was in his name, but I made the payments. Then he didn't buy you anything. He paid child support and took our son every Thursday and Friday. His mom helps with the baby too. It was a great dynamic. One day, Marcus calls and said the car needs maintenance. How you know that? Cool. He picks me up, brings me coffee, we laugh, vibe, everything's smooth. I'm thinking, this is a man who cares. Then why ain't y'all together? Sounds like you have an insatiable desire when it comes to men. We get to the dealership and he says he's going to talk to the manager real quick. Comes out 10 minutes later and drives off the lot in a brand new Jeep. Maybe he's upgrading their whip. I don't know. I'm like, oh, okay. So I asked the salesman if he went on a test drive, and he tells me, no, man, he just bought that. But he asked me to give you this. It's an envelope. Inside is a DNA test, and it says Marcus is not the father. Nah, that's nasty work. The thing is, I do know who the real father is, but he's been ghost ever since he found out Marcus wasn't the dad. Deadbeat dad says he thought the responsibility was handled. And here's the crazy part. I want Marcus back. Not romantically, but I want him in my son's life. We listen and we don't judge. Okay, I'm judging a little. They bonded, my son loves them, and honestly, I miss our routine. The support, the structure, the help. Miss the whip too. Don't forget about the whip. You definitely missed that because you're back on the bus. Mike, how do I fix this? Is there any way to get Marcus to stay involved? Baby girl, I hate to break it to you, but you're burnt. He's out of there. Can I rebuild that trust, or did I mess it up for good? First of all, shorty, I don't feel bad for you. I'm trying not to judge, but what you did is disgraceful. And there's so many men in America that go through similar things. They sign the birth certificate, they step up, they're being a father to their child, they're doing all the right things, and all along you know that they ain't the dad. That's one of the most diabolical things a woman can do in this world. Now, there's some foul things men do to women, 100%. You know what I'm saying? The assaults they do on women, the bedroom activities that aren't authorized, you know what I mean? All that stuff is horrible. But this is probably by far one of the worst things you could do to a man. This, and say he took something that he ain't really take, if you get my drift. So the fact that you did this, I have no love for you, no sympathy, no nothing. What you need to do is tell your son's real father he needs to step up. Now, I'm assuming your son is pretty young and he want to know where Marcus is at, because that's dad to him. I get it. Grandma was getting him, you know what I'm saying, every Thursday, every Friday. Takes a village to raise a child. I get it. But that is not his responsibility any longer. And he sped off in a new Grand Cherokee, the long body joint. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the Wagoneer. I don't know. You didn't specify, but he got the new joint. First one was in his name. You lucky you even had it that long. But I can't imagine how heartbroken Marcus is finding out that little man ain't his. And you didn't say your son's name, so I'm just going to call him Lil Marcus. Lil Marcus is in this situation because of you and you alone. Talking about you do know who the dad is, but you was letting Marcus step up because he has given you the structure, all that stuff that you want in a man. Nah. First of all, you should have been with Marcus. He's doing all these things. You using him for his resources, for all the benefits of him. But I bet he don't got access to that box. I bet you ain't giving him that. You just a foul person all around. Yeah, I don't have no advice for you. I hope you stew in the mess you made Figure it out yourself. No, you know what? I'm going to give you some advice. I'm going to do that. This is advice with Mike. Let me give you advice. Here's what you do. First thing you do is you go home, you sit little Marcus down, and you explain to him what just happened. Not the details, but basically, Marcus ain't his dad. His real dad is a man that he hasn't met yet. And hopefully, at the right time, that man will come around and be a father to his son. Hopefully. You can't make him be a dad. You can make him pay child support, though. You can go down to the court and file that, you know what I mean? Which, if you have a child, you are financially responsible for that kid. He don't get to get out of that because he thought big homie was handling it. Kind of shit is that? He's a bum anyway, so I don't expect you going to get any coins from him, but I might be wrong. Talk to that man. If he don't want to play along, go down to the family division, sue for child support or whatever, handle your son. And what you need to do, you need to go to therapy. You need some unbiased, harsh critiquing of the kind of woman you are. Because what you did is disgusting and it's reprehensible. You know what I mean? It's not cool at all. You need somebody to tell you that who's like licensed in psychology and find out why you thought it was okay to do that. And if it was up to you, you would still let Marcus be a dad to your son only because you know the caliber of man Marcus is. And you're hoping that that will rub off on your son so he don't grow up and be like who his real father is. That's what I'm getting from this. You're being selfish. Did you even ask Marcus how he felt about this? Marcus, I know I did what I did hurt you. It was wrong. You please forgive me. I can't fathom what you're going through, but I'm here to talk about it. Let's figure something out. How can I help you? You know, anyway, he ain't gonna want to hear it, but you didn't even reach out because you don't care about nobody but yourself and the best outcome for you. You foul, shorty. You foul. I'm calling it like I see it. I told you in the beginning. I can't help fix your problems, but I can call it like I see it. You a foul individual, but you can change that. You can right your wrongs. You can mend the wounds you caused. You can make things better. You know what I'm saying? Apologize to that man. Reach out to the real father. Tell your son what's really going on. And guess what? 1 foot forward, one day at a time. Just work on becoming a better person and not making the same mistake again. I wish you the best. I hope all is well for you. Marcus, sorry you had to go through that, my man. Enjoy the new whip. Go out on the town, get you a new fly joint with the new joint. Saying, hope you got the leathers on the inside. Sunroof action. Go pick up a better joint. Scooper. Get back in the game, bro. Start hitting the playing field again. That's my advice to everybody involved in this situation. And little Marcus, damn. I hope this don't score you too much because I don't know how old you are, but I hope that you can grow up and you forgive your mother for what she did and that you can learn that some women be crazy, bro. They ain't all crazy, but some are. Don't hold it against her. Forgive her, move on, and get a relationship with your father if he'll have one with you. That's my advice. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes this episode of Advice with Mike. I'm your host, comedian Mike Murphy. I hope you enjoyed me as much as I enjoyed you. And if so, please do me a favor and subscribe to the channel. Like the video. Matter of fact, leave me a comment telling me what advice you would have gave them. And who knows, maybe you got a toxic tale to tell about a shady friend or an entanglement you need help untangling. If so, drop me a letter at the email provided below and I'll read it on the next segment of Advice with Mike. With that being said, our time together has come to an end. So stay alert, stay alive, and most importantly, stay toxic.